Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is June 4th, 2026, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 13. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 13, it says this: hold on to instruction, don't let go, guard it, for it is your life. You know, I don't know how many times in my lifetime I have thought to myself, that's stupid. I don't know why I was told I had to do it that way my entire life. I'm going to do it differently. And then run off, did it my way, and it failed. And I thought, well, I know what I'm thinking is right. I just got to tweak it a little bit and it'll work better. And I keep trying and trying and trying until I come back to the way I was taught to deal with it. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes things could be a little bit old-fashioned and the application doesn't match whatever the circumstance is of today. I mean, technology has changed tremendously, so maybe the thing that they told me I had to do doesn't quite apply the same way today. But the principle in the teaching is absolutely true, right? Here's a really good example. Dad told me when I was a kid that I had to go out and pick up all the sticks out of the yard before he mowed. And then when I got old enough to run the lawnmower, he told me I had to pick up all the sticks out of the yard before I mowed. And I thought it was stupid. Matter of fact, every time he heard me mow a stick, he had a fit, and I couldn't figure out why. A few years back, I was mowing my ditch, and it was really deep, and I was using my push mower, and I didn't notice the stick. It went into the blade, got beat up, and hit the crankcase of the motor so hard the oil drained out of the motor while it was running. I just thought I'd beat up a stick. I kept mowing until the motor seized. Hold on to instruction. Don't let go. Guard it, for it is your life. May sound ridiculous in a moment, because what does that have to do with today? Well, it could be costly. Yes, you might have to tweak to make that instruction match the technology of your world. But the reality is, God's giving us good direction. Now, that can be in the physical realm. Mom and Dad gave you good instruction on things, but it more often applies especially to the spiritual life. Because it doesn't matter how technology changes, the spiritual direction, the spiritual wisdom doesn't change in any way when it comes to what's coming at you. Today, as you go out into the world, you're going to have opportunities where you're going to think, well, I can do it a little bit different today. I've got this. That's a phrase I've said too many times in my life. And every time I've said it, I've ended up face planted or with a mouthful of gravel, scars and bruises and all kinds of other things because of it, not physically, but emotionally and spiritually. We need each other to hold us accountable, but we especially need to hold on to the truths of God's Word and realize they will keep us safe. My tidbit for today, guys. I love y'all. I really do. And I want you to have a great day. God bless.